up guys, and welcome back, or if you're new then welcome to my channel. So today's video is a very exciting one because I am finally testing out my Fenty Beauty makeup. I picked up a bunch of Fenty Beauty makeup when I was still in Canada, so I have had this makeup for a few months now, and I really wanted to save it to film a first impressions video, which was really hard, but I am finally making the time to film this video and I'm so excited to try these products out, like so freaking excited. So yeah, let's just jump right in. If you're new to my channel, then you can always subscribe, it will help me out a lot. And yeah, let's just get started. Alright, so the first product I have is the Fenty Beauty Pro Filt'r Soft Matte Longwear Foundation. So this is what the box looks like. I picked up the shade 170, which I'm pretty sure won't match me. Let's hope it will match me, but I don't know. It says that it's for cool tone skins, which I definitely have warm skin, so yeah. But this is what the bottle looks like. I really love the packaging. It has this like matte glass finish and a white top, and what I also really love is that it has a pump. So this is supposed to have a medium to full coverage for all, long wear, light as air. So I have heard a lot of mixed reviews about it, so I'm really curious to try it out. But before applying that foundation, I am going to apply a primer, and this is the Farsali Unicorn Essence Primer. Alright, so now that my skin is nice and primed, let's go ahead and go in with the foundation. As you can see, it is a very liquidy foundation. It is definitely running. I personally am a really big fan of liquid foundations. But as always, I'm going to apply one side of my face with a brush and then the other side with my Beauty Blender. Right off the bat, I can already tell that this color is not matching me. It is very light. But this foundation is definitely full coverage. Alright, so this is the foundation applied on half of my face with a brush, and this is the side without any foundation. It is looking a little bit cakey, if I can be completely honest. It's like settling into my fine lines on my forehead. So now I'm going to apply the other side with my Beauty Blender and hope it looks less cakey. I do notice that it does get a little bit darker. This side is already a little bit darker than this side that I just applied. So that is good because otherwise this color wouldn't match me, but since it's getting a little bit darker, it might match me. I definitely could use a few shades up, but this is what we'll have to work with for now. Right, so as I thought, I do prefer the side with my Beauty Blender because it does look more natural and less cakey. I applied about 3 pumps, which is enough to cover my entire face. I don't like a really full coverage foundation. I would say that this one has like medium to buildable coverage. Like, it definitely has a lot of coverage, but I'm pretty sure you could build it up. Let's try to build it up on this little zit that I have here and see what happens. Right, so it is definitely buildable, but the more you build it up, the more cakey it looks, which that is pretty normal because you're just caking up the foundation. So I wouldn't necessarily recommend to really build up this foundation because it starts to get a little bit cakey when you do so. I would just stick to a thin layer, which 2 to 3 pumps is definitely enough, and that provides you with a good medium coverage, I would say. But it is definitely settling into my fine lines on my forehead, which is a bummer, but oh well. It is already starting to dry down, and it is already getting like a powdery finish, which I'm not a big fan of. I don't know. We'll have to see how this works throughout the day. And oftentimes when my skin starts to warm foundations up throughout the day, they do start to look a little bit better. And since I'm going to do a wear test as well, we'll see what happens. So far, I'm not like really impressed with it, but I'm not hating it either. It's just, I don't know. I will have to see how it wears. So now I'm going to apply some concealer. This is my Colourpop No Filter Concealer. For some reason, this inner corner is looking really patchy. I don't know if you can see it, but right here, it's looking super patchy. Concealer isn't really blending out very easily on top of it, so I'm already really afraid for the Matchsticks. Yeah. Okay, so I also picked up her Matchsticks trio. This is a conceal, contour, and highlight trio, and I picked up the shade Light. This is what they look like. I really love the packaging. They're magnetized, they stick together, and yeah, I'm a really big fan of this packaging. The color, everything just looks very clean and just, I don't know, luxurious. The concealer shade that comes in this trio is called Linen. And this is what linen looks like. I will swatch it right here. So it is a pretty light concealer shade. Then we also have a contour shade in the shade Amber, which is a pretty cool toned contour shade. This is what that looks like. By the way, these come with a pretty decent amount of product, as you can see. But I will swatch Amber right here. So that is Amber right next to it. And then we also have a highlighting stick, and this is called Starstruck. So this is what that looks like. This looks so freaking beautiful. And then I will swatch it next to it. So this is Starstruck right here, which looks like a really beautiful highlight. So I'm going to start off by applying the contour shade. These are very dry. They feel extremely dry. Then I'm going to apply some of the highlight shade right here, on my chin, and then right here. This is the concealer, by the way. Alright, so I'm really scared. I hope this will blend out nicely. Alright, so far this blended out pretty quickly. I do love the shade. It is a very cool toned contour shade. It's perfect for people with pale skin tones. Okay, so it is blending out easier than I thought it would, which is good. So far the contour is blending out pretty easily. Whew. I was scared there for a moment because this foundation definitely has a powdery finish, and I know that cream products tend to not blend very nicely on top of powder, but it is blending out pretty easily. Besides this side, for some reason, is blending out a little bit more difficult, but I make it work. I make it work. By the way, what I love about her foundation is, you probably already heard it, but she came out with 40 shades, which is pretty amazing. She thought of every single skin tone, which is amazing. I think more brands should really learn a thing or two about that. Alright, so far I blended out pretty easily. It is looking a little bit patchy on my forehead, but I think that's because of the foundation. So yeah, now I'm going to blend out the highlighting parts. Using a damp sponge, it is also blending out pretty easily. Alright, so that does look pretty good. I have to say that the contour sticks, they blended out into, I wouldn't say nothing because they're still a little bit noticeable, but they're definitely like sheerer than I thought they would be. Like, they're not as intense as I thought they would be. So yeah, now I'm going to apply the shade Starstruck. And I don't know, should I apply it directly? I'm scared it will rub away my foundation, but I'll do it anyways. Yeah, no. You really have to warm this product up first. So I'm going to apply this with my fingers and see what happens. This is really dry. The consistency of this is really dry. Yeah, that definitely rubbed away some of my foundation. It's pretty subtle. I don't know how I feel about this. I thought I would like absolutely love it, but it's so dry that I have to like, I don't know. It's just rubbing away my foundation and it's just way too dry. It's like difficult to blend. I'm going to try to apply it on my BeautyBlender and see what happens. Yeah, that works. That definitely looks a lot better if you do it that way. Okay. So you just apply it on your BeautyBlender and then go like this. That definitely looks a lot better if you do it that way. Alright, so I went ahead and set all those creams using my Too Faced Ethereal setting powder. I used a very small amount because this foundation is already way too matte for my skin type. I don't have a bronzer or blush to try. So for bronzer, I'm just going to apply this Sculpt shade from the Tarteist Pro Glow palette. For blush, I'm using my Lorac Prism blush. This is a pretty neutral blush that goes with a lot of different makeup looks. And this is one of my favorite formulas, so yeah. Alright, and then for highlight, I picked up the Kilowatt Freestyle Highlighter Duo. And this is in the shade Lightning Dust and Fire Crystal. So this is what the box looks like. And then this is what the actual compact looks like, which I think looks so pretty. It looks so luxurious and just fancy. I don't know, I really like the packaging. And then this is what it looks like on the inside. So you do get a pretty big mirror, and then you get two highlighting shades. So one shade, this one right here, is a little bit more toned down, and then you have this one which does have a little bit of shimmer in it as far as I can see. but let's go ahead and swatch them. I did swatch them once already. So this is the lightest highlighting shade that is more toned down, and this one is the more intense highlighting shade. So I do think it's nice that they put two options in here for people that like a more natural highlight or people that like a more like bam in your face highlight, which is definitely me. Alright, so what I'll do is apply lightning dust, which is the lightest shade right here, on the center of my face. So what I mean by that is my nose, for example. And then also my cupid's bow. And then a little bit on my chin. Even though this is a more toned down highlight, it is definitely still very noticeable. I'm going to apply some right here as well. For people that like a more toned down highlight, this is definitely something that they would love. I even like it, and I like a blinding highlight, so yeah, I really like that shade a lot. But then for my cheekbones, I am of course going in with the shade Fire Crystal, which is the more intense version. And let's hope this blows my socks away. Alright, alright. Woo. Okay, this definitely blew my socks away. It is definitely on the cooler side and perfect for people with lighter skin tones. Look at that. Oh my god. Whew. I love that. I freaking love that. I'm also going to apply some on my inner corners because I just realized I forgot to do that. It's a little bit cool for the eye look because the eye look is very warm. If you're wondering, I am wearing the Take Me Home eyeshadow palette by Colourpop. This one right here on my eyes. I just filmed a tutorial on that, so if you're interested, it will be up pretty soon. But yeah, let's go ahead and do the other side as well. Oh, I love this highlight. Oh my god. Yep. That's definitely a highlight for me. So if you're not into intense highlighters, never ever use this shade right here. Stick to this one, but I am obsessed. Oh, I am so obsessed. It does have a little bit of shimmer in it, like a little bit of glitter, but nothing that's like crazy glittery or something like that. Plus, just the fact that it's so intense, I just don't care about the glitter. Just put it on my face. Alright, so then all we have left is the lips. I have two lip options right here. First, I have the Gloss Bomb Universal Lip Luminizer, and this is in the shade Fenty Glow. As far as I know, they only have one shade available in this, and this is supposed to be like a universally flattering shade. The wand is huge. I really like that, but I'm going to swatch it right here. That is a beautiful nude gloss. I'm so excited to try out this gloss. I have heard amazing things about it, so... This smells really good. It smells like candy. I love that scent. Ooh, I love this gloss so much. The color is absolutely stunning, and I definitely agree with the fact that it is a universally flattering shade. This will look amazing on so many different skin tones, but the color is gorgeous and the formula is amazing. It's not sticky, it's not tacky, but oh my god, I love it. Alright, I am freaking obsessed with this lip gloss. Alright, so this is what the lip gloss looks like. I'm pretty obsessed with it. But then I also picked up another lip product, and this is the Stunna Lip Paint Longwear Fluid Lip Color in the shade Uncensored. So this is what that looks like right here. When I swatched this shade at Sephora, it stayed on my hands for days. So this is definitely a long-wearing liquid lipstick. I haven't tried it out yet, but can we just take a moment for this packaging? How freaking badass is this packaging? Like, this just looks like a really expensive and fancy like nail polish. Reminds me a bit of the Louboutin packaging of their nail polishes. But yeah, I freaking love this packaging so much. And I am also a really big fan of red lipsticks. So yeah, of course I had to pick it up. So I'm going to take off the gloss and then we're going to apply the lipstick. Alright, so the applicator is definitely very unique. I don't know how to explain this applicator, but it has like this slanted little doe foot, which I'm really intrigued by. So I hope this will be pretty easy to apply. We'll see what happens. Ooh, this is a very liquidy formula. I do have a feeling this formula will bleed very quickly, but maybe I'm wrong. I hope so. I am terrible at applying liquid lipstick, and especially when it's this runny, I'm stressed. I'm like really stressed out, but I can do it. The applicator is actually really nice. Alright, so this is what the red lipstick looks like. It was a little bit difficult to apply because of the runny consistency, although the applicator made it really easy to get the lines. So yeah, so far I really like it. I do have a feeling it will bleed and that next time I will have to apply a lip liner, but we'll see how it wears throughout the day. So far I really like it. So yeah, this is what the look looks like with the red lipstick. Alright, so I'm going to go over the products really quickly. The foundation, so far it looks a little bit cakey on some areas, like in between my laugh lines and on my forehead. It does look very cakey, and also in between my brows, but we'll see how it wears throughout the day. So far, again, I'm not hating it, but I'm not loving it either. And then we have the Matchsticks. I don't know, I liked all of them. It's just that the highlighting stick is a little bit hard to work with. You can't really apply it directly on your face because then you will rub off the foundation underneath. But if you apply it using a beauty blender, you're fine. So yeah, I like these, but I'm not like overwhelmed by them, if that makes any sense. The formula is a little bit drier than what I'm used to. I would prefer it if it was a little bit more creamy. So yeah, I like them, but I'm not like, wow, overwhelmed or something like that. Then we have the highlighter in Fire Crystal and Lightning Dust. I think it's safe to say that I freaking love this. I love both sides and my highlight looks so intense, like yeah, this, I'm obsessed. And then we have the two lip products, obsessed with both. I love the lip gloss, it is super comfortable on the lips, and I also really love the red lipstick. So far it looks pretty good. I did overdraw my lips a little bit, but who cares? So yeah, I will have to see how it wears throughout the day, but so far I do really like it. Alright, so now I'm going to go about my day. It is currently almost 2 in the afternoon. So I'm going to have lunch now and film 2 more videos. And then by the end of the day, I will give you guys a little update. So yeah. Alright, so I'm back. Looking ratchet. It is now 7:30 in the evening. So the foundation has been on for about 6 hours and the rest of my makeup for about 5.5 hours. But I am ready to take off this makeup. So I'm quickly checking in before taking off my makeup. So first of all, sorry for the lighting. It is already dark outside, so I'm only using my ring light. But yeah, as you can see, the lipstick rubbed off all over my chin, so it is definitely not transfer proof whatsoever. And also when I was drinking coffee, it bleeded right here. So yeah, that's an update on the lipstick so far. I'm trying to get it off. Alright, it's still red, but it's already looking better. But I do have to say that for 5.5 hours, this does look pretty good. I just had dinner, so yeah, it's still looking pretty good, but it did bleed a little bit. So yeah, next time I wear this, I would wear a lip liner first and then apply this on top. So that is definitely something that you have to keep in mind so that it doesn't bleed. But yeah, the lasting power is great, and I also really love the shade. It has a beautiful blue undertone that I like. So the lip products are definitely a hit, and this is really long lasting. I don't know about the lip gloss, but I'm pretty sure it's not that long lasting since it is a lip gloss. The foundation, I don't know how I feel about this, guys. On some areas on my face it is looking really patchy, but then on others, like right here, it's starting to get a little bit oily. So I don't know. As I mentioned, it definitely settled into my fine lines right here and here. However, once my skin started to warm up this foundation, it did start to look less cakey, so that's a good thing. So it's not looking as cakey as it did in the beginning. It's actually looking a little bit oily, which I'm shocked about because this is supposed to be a long-wearing matte foundation, but as you can see, I got a little bit oily. So yeah. So when it comes to the foundation, you definitely have to wear a moisturizing primer and also maybe set it with setting spray, which I didn't do today. But yeah, it's really weird because on some areas it looks very dry and then on others it looks oily. So yeah, it's not my favorite foundation ever, but it's also not the worst foundation I've ever tried, and I am definitely going to use it after this video and test it out even more. So far I'm like in between with this foundation. I'm not really sure, but it's not like an overwhelming love that I feel for this foundation. As far as the Matchsticks, I can still see the contour. Like, it is still noticeable, so that was definitely long lasting. The other two shades, I can't really tell if they're still on my face because they were pretty subtle, but the contour stick is definitely still there. And then lastly, we have the highlight. As you can see, I am still glowing. I'm still glowing almost as much as I did when I first applied it, which is crazy. So yeah, so far my little check-in. I will now take off this makeup and start editing this video. Alright, so that wraps up today's video. I'm pretty bummed that I didn't like the foundation as much as I thought I would, but I'm going to continue using it and putting it to the test, and then I will keep you guys updated in a favorites video or something like that. But the other products I really loved, especially the highlight and the lip products, amazing. So if you have any other brands or products that you would like me to test out, definitely leave them down below in the comments. And yeah, there's lipstick on my teeth. So thank you guys so so much for watching this video. Please subscribe if you haven't already. I love you and I will see you all in my next video. Bye!
Saying that it feels right.